outstanding CV for technical roles. Whether you are just beginning your career or refining your resume, you are in the right place. I'm Amni Dhalani and I'll be your host throughout this session. This workshop is all about you and helping you feel confident in crafting a CV that not only highlights your skills, but also positions you for your dream technical role. We'll cover key strategies, practical tips, and actionable insights. Remember, this is an interactive session, so please feel free to ask questions and engage with the content. A CV is your first opportunity to impress hiring managers, especially in technical roles. It's your chance to showcase not just your technical expertise, but also your problem solving skills and the tangible impact you have made in your past projects. A standout technical CV can open doors to exciting new opportunities. In today's workshop, we'll dive into the essential components of a strong technical CV. We'll discuss how to write impactful bullet points, how to tailor your CV to catch the attention of recruiters, and we'll explore real world examples to help you apply these tips directly to your own resumes. Now, I'm absolutely excited to introduce our expert speaker for today's session, Sonali Sahu ma'am. Sonali ma'am is a software development engineer with over 5 years of experience in the tech industry. She currently works at Microsoft as an SD2 and has previously worked with Walmart as an SD3. She holds a master's degree in artificial intelligence from BITS Pilani. With her deep expertise in backend development, Sonali ma'am has successfully executed several impactful projects that showcase her strong technical skills and problem-solving abilities. Her knowledge of backend architecture and complex systems has earned her a reputation for delivering high-quality, scalable solutions. Sonali ma'am has also mentored countless professionals in building series that not only stand out, but also lead to offers from top tech companies. Her wealth of experience and knowledge will provide invaluable insights that will help you craft a CV that truly shines. I encourage you all to stay engaged, take notes, and ask questions throughout the session, either in the chat or towards the end of the presentation. All your questions will be answered after the presentation. Without further delay, let's dive right into the workshop. Over to you, Sonali ma'am.
Thank you, Avni. Okay. So, how are you all? Doing fine? You tell me, Avni. I'm not sure whether everyone is unmute or not. How was your day? Everything's going fine?
Yes, ma'am, everything is fine.
Yes. Okay, cool. Um, Let me quickly introduce myself, then I'll share the presentation. Okay. So, hi everyone. As Avni told you, I'm Sonali right now working in Microsoft. And before Microsoft, I was working for Walmart, I think for 4 years. And I have joined Microsoft, I think 6 months ago. Yes. And apart from that, I was also doing work integrated degree on the machine learning artificial intelligence. That is the master's degree that Avni just told. And if I'll come to my college, okay, I'm not from any good IIT or something. I am from Barasli Vidyapeeth Jaipur. I don't know many of you even heard of it, but I'm from that college. From that college, I got the internship in Walmart. I worked there for 3.5 years, and I have joined Walmart. I think not Walmart, Microsoft 6 months ago. Now I'm here with all of you. Okay. And I think it's been 6 to 7 months that I'm working on LinkedIn, and it is giving me great results. I got the opportunity to give up give a workshop in IIT Guwahati, which is a very big thing for me. Okay. I'm really excited and looking forward to answer all the questions from you guys. Okay. Let me quickly share my screen and then we'll start with the presentation. Okay, one second. Let me
There is some technical problem right now. She'll be back in few minutes. I request you all to kindly wait. We'll resolve the issue soon.
Yeah. Hi, Apni, I'm audible to you.
Yes, ma'am, you're
Hello.
audible. Yes,
Is the network good now?
yes, ma'am, it's fine.
Okay. Can you okay. So first of all, I'm so sorry for the network issue, but let's not waste any more time. Let's get started, okay? So this workshop is mostly about how you can build your perfect CV. Okay. Avni, can you move to the next screen, please? Next page, please. Hello. Yeah. Yeah. So I have already introduced myself. Can you go back to the previous one, please? Hello. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Avni, let me share it.
All right.
I'm sharing my screen, okay? Able to see my screen?
Yes, ma'am, it's visible.
Okay. Okay. Let's start fresh. Okay. So today what we are doing is we have this workshop is mostly about how you can build your perfect CV. Okay. Now we'll move to the next slide. So I have already introduced myself. I am Sonali Sahu, and I am working in Microsoft as an SD2 right now. And prior to that, I was working in Walmart for I think 3.5 years. But there I was working in SD3. As we know that for different companies, the profiles are different. As in from Microsoft, if you join as an intern, that is called as an intern, and if you will get the PPO, then it will be an SD1. But at Walmart, the intern itself are SD1, and after that SD2 and SD3. That's why this SD2 and SD3 difference. But nothing sort of that in Microsoft. If you are 3 to 4 years of experience, your position will be SD2, and in Walmart it will be SD3. Now I'll move to the next slide. Now, what is the agenda for today? So today's agenda is mostly about what is the importance of having a strong CV. Okay, which all sections are very essential to include in a CV, and why. Okay. Third thing that we'll discuss is common mistakes. Common mistakes, as in the mistakes that I recently noticed when I was working on few of the CVs, resumes that client came in. Okay. The fourth thing is, why should you apply to both on campus and off campus companies? Like most of the people who are in the college right now, my my siblings are also in college, and they mostly have this question: why do we need to apply for the off campus companies? If the companies are coming in on campus, why do we have to even try? Okay, we'll discuss on it. Now, the fifth thing is, where should you search for the opportunities? This is a very big thing for the college going student, because they are not even aware of the opportunities platforms. Where should they actually search for the opportunities? Okay. And the last thing that we'll discuss is the resume templates. And at the last, I will have the Google form, which will be asking about the feedback for the session. Please feel free to fill up the Google form. Do not be lazy. Okay. Let's move on to the next page. Okay. So, what is the importance of having a strong CV? Anyone have any answers? Maybe some guesses. Why do you even need a CV? Anyone would like to chat, maybe answer anything? Am I
To
audible
impress
to?
the hiring managers.
Yeah. Okay. So see, CV is the CV is the mirror of you, okay, that you will present to any of the recruiter. Okay. If suppose I am the recruiter, okay, I'll take you as an example, okay? If I am the recruiter and you are the one who is going to interview for my company, okay, then how would I know that what are the things that you have done? Okay, you you know that you have done the multiple things. You know that you have done this, you have done this, you have done this. But how would I know whether you are the suitable candidate or not? The skills that I'll be needing for my company, for the job role that I'll be hiring for, how would I know that you are the perfect suitable candidate? Okay, so for that, a CV is the interface between me and you. Okay, you'll pass me your CV. I'm gonna review it and I'm gonna see whether your skills, your projects, your prior experience, or if you are not a fresher, okay, your personal experience matching are going to match with the job description that I'm looking for. Job description as in the job, the requirements that I have in my company. Okay, so CV is important because it is the interface between a candidate and a company. Okay, now a very good CV is required because if you don't show your skills in a good way, then how am I gonna impress by your profile? Okay, the first stage in any job process is your CV. Okay. So you should have your CV so strong that I should be convinced by seeing your CV that yes, I would like to take this guy interview because because the things that he or she has done right till now are very good, and I think they'll be good and they'll match with my requirements. Okay, so this is why a strong CV is required because to okay, let me explain you one more way. Mm, okay, so a strong CV is required because it will give me a first impression of the candidate. Okay, the second thing is that in a strong CV, there are few things which are very, very, very important. Okay, you should highlight your work, you should highlight your achievements, you should highlight your education. And CV also provide you the points where you and the recruiter can come on the same page to discuss on your skills, on your projects. Any questions? Or should I move to the next slide? Okay, let me move to the next slide. Okay. Now, which sections are essential to include in a CV and why? This is the most common question. Okay. So, okay. The first thing that is very, very, very important is your customized summary. Customized summary as in that the work that you have done till now and the opportunities that you are looking for. Okay. I have seen a lot of resumes that people just write down their summary with whatever work they have done. Okay. But the summary should be that what are you looking for in the future? Okay. If see, I have given the example that I am the HR recruiter of XYZ team. Okay. Then after reading your CV or resume, and after going to the summary session, I should be able to know that what the person is looking for. Okay, it shouldn't be like that. I am right now. I'm a fresher, and that I am looking for a master's degree or maybe something like that. Then it doesn't align with my goal, with my company's goal. Okay, so that's why summary is very important. Whenever you are writing, whenever you are building a CV, two things that you have to consider in your summary. First is that what you have done till now. Okay, whether you're a fresher, whether you have 2 to 3 years of experience or any more. Okay, and the second thing that is very important, most of the people miss is what are your future goals? What are you looking for? Okay. The second thing is the academic background. Academic background as in that what degree that you have done till now. Okay. The degree should be with the proper dates, with the proper location where you have done it. It should be more formal. Okay. Because if you are providing the CV to some company, it should be formal and it should be written in a proper way rather than it is written in a bad way or it is not even readable. The one second. Yes. The third thing is competencies. Competencies as in skills. Okay. So you should write the skills. This is a text session. So you can write the skills that you are expertise in. Okay. Um, Expertise as in that you have done, I think, data structures algorithm and system design, and you have also done some of the projects or the some of the technologies that you are working on. Okay. So you should write all those things. Okay. And fourth is the work experience. I'm not sure whether I think I'm not sure whether you guys have the work experience or not, but whatever work experience that is, your internship experiences also. Okay. You can write that down in a proper way. So when you are writing the experiences, right, you should elaborate it in a very good way, such that you should write all the roles and responsibilities that you did there. Okay. Now the next thing is personal initiatives. Personal initiatives as in personal projects. Most of you, I think, are already working on the personal projects. So in the personal projects, you should highlight all the dates, timelines, all the roles, responsibilities, results, each and everything in a very not in the detailed way, but it should be in the way that the HR should be able to notice, or this or whoever is reviewing your CV. Okay, they should be impressed by the work that you have done. You should write all those things in such a way. Okay. Now next is the certifications. Whatever certifications you have done, you should write it. Okay. And notable achievements, as in whatever achievements, whatever hobbies, whatever certifications that you have achieved, all of those things you should highlight in your CV. Okay. At the end, I will have a sample resume. There we'll discuss more about these points. Okay. It should be good that I will explain all these things with a proper example. It should be at the last. One second. Let me go there. If you can see the screen, this is one of the sample resume that I recently built for my client. Okay. So, if you can see, the first is the summary portion. Okay. I've already told you that summary should be the combination of whatever work that someone has done till now, plus what are the opportunities that he is seeking. Okay. The second thing is education. Education should be your bachelor's degree or maybe master's degree, whatever you are working on, whatever you are studying on. Okay. With the proper branch, your college name, along with the dates also. Because this is a formal way of writing it. Okay. And your education should always be on the top. Most of the people move their education at the last, but education is the first thing that anyone can see in your resume. Okay. Next is the strength and expertise, that is the competencies. So you should write all things in a bullet points. If you can see that in this resume has has a number of skills, but it is divided into the multiple bullet points. If you can see, for the programming language, there is a different bullet point itself. For the collaboration and integration, whatever collaboration or integration that he has done. For databases, whatever databases experience that he has. Data processing, whatever tech or whatever skills that he has related to data processing, it is mentioned like this. Okay. For cloud also, for application development also. Okay. Now, for the professional experience, right? You should write your professional experience in such a way that it should be more structured. Okay. If you can see here, right, that he's right now software engineer at Qualcomm. Okay, he joined in July 2023, and he's working there till now. Okay, then the structure should be that the position, the software engineer, the company name, that is Qualcomm. Below that, what is the project that you are working on right now? He's working in target stability applications. It is right below the position. Okay. Now, below that, we should write one line of explanation what he has done till now. Just one line of explanation, just the summary of the work. If you can see that. Okay. Now, below that, we should write all the roles and responsibilities that he did till now, and whatever things that he is working on. Okay. And you should also highlight the most important points in these bullet points. If you can see that Python, MongoDB, increase cache data coverage by 20%. These are the very important, or the achievements or the accomplishments that you have achieved in that particular project. Then that you should highlight in these bullet points with a bold. Okay, so if anyone is reading that out, then if I am reading this resume out, right, and if I'm seeing this experience, then the first thing that I'll notice that, oh, he has done some work in Python, MongoDB, Docker, all those things, because these are the things that he is already highlighting. Okay, so whenever you are building a good resume, you should build it in such a way that the HR recruiter or whosoever is reading it, he is noob. He doesn't know anything. Whatever you are showing it to him or her, this is what he knows about you. Okay. If you can see about these experiences also on the second page, software engineer intern at Qualcomm. Okay. So this is just the intern experience. So I have not mentioned anything. It just three bullet points. Okay. Now in the personal projects, he has, so there's not much information on the personal projects. Okay. But you can write it in such a way, if you have the timeline also, that if suppose he is working on complaint resolution and tracking system. If you have the timeline, it's well and good. If you have the link of your personal project, that is on GitHub or something, you should, if you have the link, mention it in your resume. Okay. And the personal projects also, that your roles and responsibilities. Just one tip: if you don't have much professional experience, then expand your personal projects. Okay. And then your certification and your awards, the same thing. Okay. Now let me move back. This is done. Which sections are essential to include in a CV and why? So summary, your academic background, your skills, your work experience, your personal projects, your certifications, and your achievements. These are the most important things. Now the next section is common mistakes. What most of the common mistakes are, that the project overview. Okay, so what I have shown you, the proper structured way of writing your professional or personal projects. Okay, most of the people just write it in a paragraph or something, but it is not readable. If I am the one who has two resumes, one has the bullet points and one second. Yes, and the experience is structured in this way. I am very happy to read it, because most this is a good resume that I'm seeing. I have the skills on the top, that these are the skills that person is experienced in. Okay, and on the other hand, if I have some resume that doesn't have anything, all written in a paragraph or something, I wouldn't even go to read that. Okay, so you should always write your project overview, your project in such a way that it should be well structured. Your company name, the topic, the timeline, roles and responsibilities, highlight the skills in bold. Okay, next is summary. Okay, the summary is that That I have already told you. Most of the people do not even bother to show what are their goals, what are they looking for. Okay, they just write down that I have this years of experience, and that's it. I have these skills. Okay, this is a mistake that I have also done in my college days. But since I am in the industry for this much amount of time, I learned that you should write it. What are your goals? Okay, what are the tech domain that you are looking for? What are the jobs and in which domain you are looking for? Skills. And skills, I have already told you that if you have the multiple skills, right? If you can see here, okay, if you have multiple skills, you should always use bullet points, okay? And always divide your skills, that you have these many, you have experience in these programming languages, you have worked on these softwares, these backend softwares, these front-end frameworks, these clouds, all those things. Now, yes, skills are done. Format is very important because the because you need to make your resume readable. Okay, readable as in that if someone is bothering, if someone is gonna read your resume, then it should be readable. It should not be like, okay, he has to put a lot of effort in figuring out what is written where. Okay, so it should be readable, just like this resume. If someone will see this resume, then each and everything has a proper headline, it has the same font, okay, with the proper timelines, with the proper roles and responsibilities. Now, the next slide is why should you apply to both on-campus and off-campus companies? Okay, so most of the people has question that if I got one opportunities on campus, why should I even bother to go ahead for the off-campus companies? Okay, so first I'll tell you the difference between what is on-campus and off-campus opportunities. Okay, so on-campus is mostly that companies will directly come into your campus because they'll be invited, because your college will invite those companies into your campus and they will gonna hire you. Okay, and off-campus companies, as in there are few companies, there are few startups, there are few MNCs which do not directly come to your campuses. Okay, so what you need to do is that both of these things, right? You should have a good CV. Okay, for some of the on-campus companies, right? Some companies actually bypass the coding rounds and directly shortlist the candidate for the interviews just by seeing their CV. Okay, so if you have a very good CV, okay, then you will be good in these kind of these kind of companies. This is mostly for the on-campus. Okay, for off-campus companies, right? If you can see most of the US startups, if I'll just name one of the startups in US, one of my friend is working on. This is Fiber AI. It is a New York company, New York startup. Okay, so if you have the very good resume, then you will be able to go ahead for those kind of company. They'll give you a very good package, and you will also get the opportunities to explore the job opportunities abroad also. Okay, so and in off-campus companies, you do not have that I don't know whether it is there in IT Guwahati or not, that once you got one opportunity in on campus, right, you will not be able to sit in any other placements also. Okay, but you don't have that con in off campus companies. So go ahead and apply for the off campus companies. Okay. Now, where should you search for the opportunities? This is a uh, very big question. Okay, I just told that you should go ahead for the off-campus companies, but where should you actually search for it? Okay, so there are few platforms, there are few ways where you can reach out to the people who are actually working on those companies and provide your CV. Okay, so this is the first one is LinkedIn. The next portals are Naukri, InstaHire, and Wellfound. Cold Direct messages, cold direct messages, as in that you have your CV, you are directly messaging the HR recruiters of the company. And referrals, we all know. Referrals, as in that you'll be asking the employee of the particular company to give you the internal referrals. Okay. This is the resume templates that we have already discussed. Um, and I think that's it from my side. This is the conclusion. I'll give you the form in a while. So shoot me the questions, please. Hello?
Yes, ma'am. We have some questions
Yeah.
that we received.
Good.
So the first question is, what should we focus on, DSA or the CP early on, and from where should we prepare?
DSA and what?
CP.
DS and competitive programming, right? So
Yeah.
I would suggest you that start from the data structures. Okay, even for the competitive programming, right? You should be very good in the data structures. Okay, I would suggest you that whatever I suggest for other people also, that start from the basics of the data structures. Once you have the proper understanding of all the data structures, then go ahead for the CP. CP is always good. But for that, you need to be good in data structures. Yeah, go ahead, Tawni.
All right, ma'am. Thank you. The another question is, what kind of projects are needed in the CV as a freshers?
I would suggest you that it totally depends on the domain that you want to go into. Okay, so if you want to go into web development after your college, then you should build the front end or the back end projects. Okay, and if you want to go ahead in the data scientist or the ML domain, then you should learn the ML and you should build the projects in the ML tech. That is my suggestion. Okay, but I am not very sure that I was not sure that when I once yeah. So when I was a fresher, right? No one. So when I was in college, right? I didn't have that understanding that which domain should I go into. Okay, so in my college days, I built the resumes on ML, but I did not got the opportunity at that time. So I am right now working in the backend development. Okay, so it's not restricted. Okay, explore whatever things that you can explore, and rest is up to God. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. How much CPI is needed, like to stand out?
How much
Is that
what?
CPI?
CPI as in?
Cumulative Performance Index,
1 second.
CGP.
Okay, CGP, right?
Yeah.
So it totally depends on your college. Okay, they have their checks, they have their boundaries, that if you have this particular CGP or something, then you can sit for these companies. These restrictions are not there when you are when you are applying for the off-campus companies. It totally depends on the campuses.
All right, ma'am. One more question. Like, how can one showcase soft skills like communication, teamwork, leadership in the CV?
So I would suggest you that I'll take an example, okay? If suppose you are the coordinator at the college fest. Okay, there you have shown your leadership skills or something that you have done. You can add it in your personal projects. In the roles and responsibilities, highlight your leadership skills. Leadership skills as in highlight the numbers as much as possible. Okay, that you have managed this much amount of people at this platform and all those things. Write down whatever you can write down. Okay.
All right, ma'am. Thank you. And one more question that I have is that how do we choose between development or MLA?
Okay, this is a very tough question. Okay, I would suggest you like explore both. Okay. Mm, it totally depends on the people interest also. Okay. I have told you that you cannot decide. So there are two things. Okay. So one is that whatever tech stack that you are interested in. Okay. And second thing is that whatever companies that you are applying for. Okay. It might be possible that you have done some very good projects in ML, but whenever you are applying for the job roles in a particular company, right? It is from the different profile. Okay. So I would I would suggest you that whatever interest you, go in that field, and then you don't have, how should I say it, that you don't have any control over it. Okay, you can decide whatever things that you are interested in, work on it, and then leave it. That is my suggestion.
Yeah, ma'am. And what type of extracurricular activities or volunteer work are beneficial to include?
So see, companies just see your skills. Okay, your technical skills. Apart from that, whatever non-tech things that you have done, these are just plus points. Okay, so you can do whatever you want, whatever excites you, do it. Okay, you need to show your tech skills. That's it. Whatever things that you are doing, just plus points. Yeah.
All right, ma'am. And the biggest question, like, what are the red flags that can cause a CV to be overlooked?
So do not overdo it. Okay, do not write too much, but do not write less. It should be on the middle grounds. Okay, always be your skills and your education on the top. And for the summary, also, I've told you that you should highlight your goals also, whatever goals that you have. Okay, and apart from that, the you should structure your projects, your personal projects in a very good way. Okay, these are the most of the red flags that I have seen till now at this point.
Okay. Now let's move on to the questions of audience. We have a question from Anira. Should a fresher also write the summary section in CV?
Yes, obviously. So this is where you can highlight. Okay. So I'll answer your question right now. Okay. So suppose you have done some projects in ML. Okay. Then you can highlight in your summary that yes, you are looking for roles that are related to ML. Here the summary is very important. You understand?
Yeah, another question is from Aryan. Should a CV have photos or a little color? Like, should it be attractive?
Uh, See, your goal is to not make your CV attractive. Okay, your goal should be that your CV should be more formal and more readable. I wouldn't suggest that anyone should include the photo in their CV. This is my personal opinion. Huh.
All right, ma'am. Another question from Manthan. Is CP really necessary for the placements?
So, see, most of the companies mostly focus on your resume. Okay, most of the people are actually confused between what is resume and what is CV. Okay, resume is just CV is more detailed form of a resume. Okay, but in India, most of the companies are actually required your resume. Okay, so do not overdo it. That's what I will say. As a fresher, yeah, as a fresher, just have, if you don't have much projects, have your resume in a single page. Okay, if you have personal projects and your internship, only have 2 pages of resume. Do not go beyond that. I have built some of the resume who has around 20 or 22 years of experience. Okay, but and I will try to accommodate all those things in just 2 pages. Okay, because see, if I am the HR recruiter, I I'll not put that much effort to go into the deep of 4 pages resume. I wouldn't do that. I hope that answered your question. Please feel free to ask if you have any more questions.
Yeah, actually, Manthan asked about competitive programming.
Mhm. So, for the competitive programming, do it. Okay. Eventually, they'll help you in getting the solutions faster. Each and every good company or good startup or good MNC is only focusing on how good you are how good you are in solving your problems, how efficiently you are solving it. So, competitive programming is the best way of doing it. If you have it, then you can crack your question in maybe 10 or 15 minutes. Then you will be good. You should do it, but you should also clear your DSA concepts.
Yeah, so we are moving towards the end of the session. Any more questions, audience? Okay. Shyam is asking a question. When making resume for, when shall we make resume for our internship? And what shall we include in our work experience?
And making resume for the internship, what we will include in the work experience. Um, Try to showcase your personal projects as much as possible. Okay. And in your personal projects, in the roles and responsibilities, highlight the skills in the bold letters that I have shown you for the sample resume.
All right,
Uh,
ma'am. Thank you.
One more question from Marin, I guess. What is the general rank of the question asked in the interviews? So it totally depends on the on whatever company that you are given the interview. Okay, I'll tell you my experience for the Microsoft. Okay, so there were 5 rounds of interviews for the Microsoft. Okay, first has the easy to medium level of questions. Okay, second has hard to medium level of questions. Third also has hard to medium level of questions, and fourth has system design, and last is the behavioral round. So it generally starts from the easy to medium level. Then it will increase.
Thank you, ma'am.
How to reach out to HRs with the companies? Okay, so you should on LinkedIn. Yeah, okay. Could you give some example? 1 second. Um. Okay. So one question is from Manish. Let me answer it first. How to reach out to the HRs of the companies for the referrals? Okay. So on LinkedIn, right? You just search for technical recruiters. If I just take an example of Apple. Okay. So technical recruiters at Apple, you will find a number of people. Okay. They'll say technical recruiter at this company. Directly message them. If you're good in luck, then they'll reply it. Okay. The next question is from Aryan. Could you give some example of the question? I'll tell you an example. Okay. So if between easy to medium level of question, right? So there's a common problem in array trapping the rainwater. Okay. So it comes between easy to medium level of questions. Okay. Now just the medium level of questions. So linked list. Okay, so I'll give you an example of the linked list that find a cycle in a linked list. Okay, now if I go to the medium to hard level of questions, very hard level of question is that uh, explain LRU cache implementation, how you can implement it. This question is being asked from me in over the last round. Okay, so these are the level of questions that you can expect from any good company. But it totally depends on the company. But they'll not start from the very hard problems. They'll first start from the very easy problems, then they kept on increasing the complexities.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much. Now, I thank you all for your active participation and engagement throughout today's session. A special thank you to our incredible speaker, Sonali ma'am, for sharing her expertise on crafting an outstanding technical CV. The insights, practical tips, and real life examples she provided will undoubtedly help all of us to take our CVs to the next level and make a lasting impression in the competitive tech job market. We hope you found the session valuable and that you'll carry these takeaways with you as you continue your career journey. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. We look forward to seeing you at our future workshops. Once again, thank you and best of luck with building your standout technical CVs.
Sure, that would be good. One more thing, Avni, I have this feedback form. Okay, can you? I am requesting all of you who have attended the session, please fill it. Okay, it would be helpful for me to improve myself also. Okay, and this is the great session. This is the first time I'm doing it. Okay, I'm not sure whether I have done a good job or not, but I hope that I help all of you out. And feel free to ping me on LinkedIn. Whatever help you need, I am there. Okay.
It was indeed a great job, ma'am.
Yeah. Thank you. Have a nice day, all of you. Bye bye. Good night.